My name is Selena, and I grew up in Rawlins, Wyoming, and moved to Helena when I was 29 years old. I'm a mother of 2 children, Adriana, who is 19, and Justin, who is 18. I'm a member of the No Kid Hungry Speakers Bureau, which is a group that focuses on building the leadership and influence of people who have experienced poverty and food insecurity in Montana. We speak about our experiences to teach other people about the realities that many Montanans face. It is important that everyone has a voice and a role in decision making, because we all face our own battles, and getting our stories out there could help someone not have to go through the same things that we had to go through. It helps with problem solving and building connections with other people in the community as well. I'd like to share a little bit of my own story with you today. When I was growing up, my mother was a registered nurse. She was the director of nurses at 2 different facilities and worked very hard and did everything she could to provide for us. She often worked 60+ hours a week to make ends meet. By the time I was 12, my mom was often working double shifts 5 to 6 days a week. Although she worked as much as she did, nearly all of her income was going to household bills. I spent a lot of time at friends' houses eating dinner because my mom was always working. We didn't usually have sit-down dinners as a family, and dinners were quick and not very healthy. I had my first child at 17 years old, and she was born blind with a variety of other medical issues. When Adriana was very young and I was pregnant with my second child, their father was hit by a truck and killed, leaving me by myself. To raise and take care of 2 children. My mother helped me with my 2 children. Sorry. But she passed away when I was 23. And that is when my most difficult financial struggles began. Because my children's father died, we qualified for survivor benefits, and Adriana received Social Security. However, we still struggled to make ends meet because I had to support my 2 kids, myself, and 2 siblings at this time. We used SNAP and WIC to help with groceries. SNAP is a federal program that helps low-income families be able to buy food. And WIC stands for Women, Infant, and Children. It is a program that provides some healthy foods for pregnant women. Then once you have your child, WIC helps with formula, milk, cereal, some produce, and other foods. Adriana had to have special formula when she was a baby. That was way more expensive than regular formula. And WIC had to order it separately for her. SNAP and WIC were very important at this time for us, because without it, we would have gone without a lot. And we couldn't have afforded the special formula that Adriana needed. After a little while, I got a job at Walmart and worked there for 2 years. This helped us financially, but eventually my son got sick with swine flu. I caught it from him as well, and was out of work for 3 weeks while I took care of the both of us. Walmart chose not to work with me at this time, and I was fired when I returned because I needed the extended leave. The next year we moved to Helena to be closer to family and in hopes of more job opportunities and a better life. Unfortunately, we still struggled. For me, securing a job in Helena was challenging because many employers did not understand that I am my daughter's caretaker. With her special needs, finding a sitter that I trust has proven nearly impossible. I find that most times I have to take her with me to work. We were living on our fixed income of survivor benefits and Social Security for a while, which makes trying to save money for emergencies, car or home repairs, and further education for my kids nearly impossible. Recently, I was able to get a job at a local daycare that allows me to bring Adriana to work, which has been very exciting for us both. It's important to know that food insecurity and hunger are complicated issues. People experience food insecurities for many different reasons. Such as jobs that don't pay enough to meet basic expenses, finding affordable child care that you can trust, transportation and medical expenses. Many people like myself were born into poverty, and it's very difficult to get out. By the time I was 18 years old, I was already over $20,000 in debt because at that time I had no health insurance to cover the cost of the birth of my children and the medical care and surgeries we needed at the time. I really never had an opportunity to get a strong start financially. There are many different circumstances like these that impact a person's budget and their ability to afford food. So you may ask yourself, what do we do about this? What can you do to help and be part of the solution? For one thing, go volunteer at your local food pantry. Talk to the people there, learn about them and their circumstances. Ask them what your school or community needs in order to solve hunger. Everyone has their own story and their own struggles. And the people who have really experienced hunger can tell you the best ways to try and solve the problem. Because we are the ones who have lived it and fully understand what it's like. Try and build relationships with people who struggle that you might not normally meet or befriend. Everyone is a person and has feelings and things they care about regardless of their poverty level. Don't judge people for their situations or decisions. Instead, get to know them and understand them. Everyone deserves to be treated equally because no one is better than anyone else. And people in poverty have feelings and dignity and deserve respect just like everybody else.
That's right.
Your projects might be different if you consider my story and make an effort to understand the people you are trying to help during this holiday season and while you work on your projects. I challenge all of you to think about how you can make a deeper and lasting impact at your school and your community. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.